Hello and welcome to another Magic the Gathering unboxing. Today we're going to be having a look at the holiday gift set. So this has just been released in November 2014. This contains 4 cards of Tarkir booster packs. That's the most recent set to come out in Magic. And let's see, have a look at the back, some of the artwork, and just see what's actually in this container. So, as it says here, the box itself is a storage box that will hold more than 2,000 cards. There's also these 6 illustrated plastic dividers. It's interesting that these plastic dividers were actually the sort of dividers you used to get in fat packs back when I think the first fat pack I opened was 10th edition. And I always remember that they always came with these plastic dividers, so it's very much it reminds me of that sort of material basically, although the artwork's different. There's a sticker sheet so you can actually customise the dividers. There's the 4 cards of Tarkir booster packs. You get also an alternative art Sultai charm from Cards of Tarkir, and also there's just this sort of token set of 20 cards, the basic land pack. So what this would be is obviously one of each of the 4 types of artwork from Cards of Tarkir, or that's what I would expect to be in here. So let's open this up so you can see what's inside. Obviously this is aimed very much at a Christmas gift for people that know Magic the Gathering fans are a bit stuck for things to buy. But as you can see by the amount of land in here, that there isn't really sufficient land to... I mean, you can build a deck of sorts in this, and you could use this as another source of pack wars, because you do have enough land to do pack wars in here, and you've got 4 boosters, so if 2 of you had, one each of these, you could do lots of pack wars. Yeah, one thing I've noticed with these, and you have to watch out for when you're buying these, I've seen several of these now where this isn't too bad, but they've become sort of squashed in transit. There's no real sort of super bracing in this. These are just basically sheets of slightly thicker card, so you might often find that. I'm sure actually that the previous ones of these seemed a lot more solid, but I don't know how that was done. But yeah, just something with this is just sort of a flimsy, thick card here. Those are the stickers that it mentions in the box. There's our 4 boosters, which we'll be cracking in a moment. Always fun to crack boosters, see what pulls we get. This is the pack of dividers. So what these represent are the different colours of magic, and also so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you could argue that these would represent the different colours of magic, and there's one here for like artifacts or lands. So if you're dividing up like that, but you could divide it up by whatever you like. And I use these boxes to contain all sorts of things. I've got quite a nice one that I keep all my land in, and also other things like theme decks. So one of the ones I got from a previous year, I keep all my theme decks. This one I'm planning to basically keep all of my commander and multiplayer decks in this. So we'll have a look at the this promo card first of all. So it is actually foil. I don't know how well you can see that on camera, but that is actually a foil card. So SlowTV charm, if you're not familiar with the card already, it's black, green, blue to cast, obviously SlowTV colours. It's an instant and you get to choose one, so you can either destroy a target multicoloured creature, destroy a target artifact or enchantment, or draw 2 cards and then discard a card. And as I said, we've got one of each of the 4 types of artwork there that are in Khans of Tarkir for each of the colours of mana. So again, if you've not seen these before, several of the unboxing I have done obviously have featured this particular artwork in fat packs and such like, but you know, quite a few people just sort of might have dropped in onto my channel and be viewing this video as their first video, so just so you can see the land artwork there. I think when I come to do the unboxing of the cards or the opening of the packs, I'm going to zoom out a little bit here. So there you have the Khans of Tarkir artwork on the land. Okay, so now we get to crack some boosters. So we've got four booster packs here. Let's see what is a nice card we might get. So I think, I don't know what the stats on packs have changed. It used to actually have the probability of pulling out promo cards, so like foils on here. I don't know if they still do that. So it's premium card odds, approximately 1 in 67 cards. I don't know if you can see that, but they've printed that on the packs for quite a while now. So that means our chances of getting a foil are pretty low, but there is, I think, the chances of getting a mythic in every pack, it is somewhere around, I think, 1 in 6. So we'll see. So starting off with our commons, we've got Mardu Horde Chief, which is 2 and a white for a 2/3 creature human wizard. It's got raid, and when Mardu Horde Chief enters the battlefield, if you attacked with a creature this turn, put a 1/1 white warrior creature token onto the battlefield. So I'm only going to basically flag up those cards which might have an interesting ability on them to the set. Again, if you've not seen Khans of Tarkir. Glacial Stalker, so there's morph in this. So this is 5 and a blue for 4/5. It has a morph cost, so you can actually choose to cast a creature face down as a 2/2 creature for 3, and you can turn it up at any time for its morph cost, which is 4 and a blue, or of course you can cast it for its regular casting cost. Shatter, Sidasi's Pet, which has lifelink on it and morph. So with lifelink, if you're new to Magic, damage dealt by this creature also causes you to gain that much life. Alpine Grizzly, SlowTV Banner. So this is 3 colourless artifacts that you can tap for black, green or blue to your mana pool. So SlowTV colours, or you can pay the 3 colour cost in SlowTV and sacrifice it and draw a card. Alabaster Kirkin, Thornwood Falls. So here we've got a non-basic land that comes into play tapped, but it will allow you to tap for green or blue, and also when it enters the battlefield you gain 1 life. Jeskai Wind Scout has prowess on it. So with prowess, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Snowhorn Rider, another common. Trample and Morph, so notice the different morph cost in here. But if you actually cast the creature, every single one of these morph creatures can be cast as a 2/2 for 3 colourless. That's the common denominator. The thing that changes is its regular casting cost and the cost to morph it from that 2/2 for 3. And you'll also notice that some of these have a when it morphs ability as well. Burn Away, so we're moving on to our uncommons. Horde Ambusher, that has morph on it as well. Different morph cost. Reveal a red card in your hand, that's its morph cost. Sultai Soothsayer, it's got an enter the battlefield ability on it. So we have, for our rare, we've got Keru Leashlord, 3 black, green, blue. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may pay 2 black. If you do, return a creature card at random from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains flying, trample, and haste. Exile that card at the beginning of your next end step. If it would leave the battlefield, exile it instead of putting it anywhere else. And this is a creature zombie wizard, and it's 4/4. And then we have a swamp and an advert. That's our first pack. So what I'll do is I'll just flag up any abilities that I haven't mentioned, or any keyword abilities here. So we've got Scaldkin is our first common. Arrow Storm has raid on it, which we saw before. Mardu Horde Chief also has raid on it. Molting Snakeskin. Woolly Loxodon, another card with morph. Notice the different morph cost. Temur Banner. So this will tap for green, blue or red. So there's a cycle of these artifacts in Kanzatak here. Force Away has Ferocious, so I don't think we've seen Ferocious for this particular unboxing. So Ferocious, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. Bring Low. Rugged Highlands, so another one of these lands that, non-basic lands that generate 2 colours of mana. Jeskai Student. This has prowess on it. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Sion of Glaciers. So we're moving on to our uncommons. There's a Jeskai Charm in here. Blue, red, white, that one. And again, look, you see you get to choose one of the abilities on that instant. Dead Drop. So there's also Delve in this particular set. So for Delve, each card you exile from your graveyard while casting this spell pays for 1 colourless. So you can obviously use that to pay towards the casting of a spell, a particular ability. Oh, this is nice. So we've got a legendary creature in here. So this is obviously commander relevant, which is rather appropriate considering the videos that I've been doing recently. This is Sidisi Brood Tyrant, which is 1 colourless, black, green, blue. So what's interesting about a lot of the pulls so far is it's been sort of relevant to sort of black, green, blue. If you remember, we also had the Sultai Charm as well. So this is legendary creature Naga Shaman. Whenever Sidisi Brood Tyrant enters the battlefield or attacks, put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. Whenever 1 or more creature cards are put into your graveyard from your library, put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield. And that's a 3/3. So just another point with the legendary creatures in the set is this is black, green, blue here. So what you have is a wedge shaped commander, and the original commander product, so this was, I think this would be Commander 2011, because I think it went 2011, there wasn't any commander the following year, and then there was a 2013 commander product, and then a 2014 this year. But the 2011 product was, the decks were built around wedge colours. And a mountain and an advert card. So I'm pretty pleased with the way this is going at the moment. These are some nice boosters. Sage Eye Harrier, Crippling Chill, Savage Punch, says Ferocious on it. So with the Ferocious ability, the creature you control gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Before it fights, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater. And that's tied in with the actual, what this sorcery does, which is target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. Debilitating Injury, Thornwood Falls, so another non-basic land that generates 2 colours. Jeskai Wind Scout has prowess on it. As Abzan Banner. So one thing you see a lot of in the boosters is these 3 colourless artefacts that generate the 3 colours of a particular wedge, and also the dual land, the lands that generate 2 colours, because they're they're a common. They're all commons in the set, so you're going to obviously see them when there's a lot more commons in a booster than there are uncommons or rares. Tormenting Voice, Bloodfell Caves, that one taps for black or red. Master the Way, so moving on to our uncommons. Pine Walker, which has Morph on it. Abzan Falconer, which has Outcast, so with Outlast, so another ability we've not seen in this particular unboxing. Outlast 1, that's what it is, Outlast 1 white. White tap, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Outlast only as a sorcery. Each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it has flying. So, Thousand Winds is our rare. So this is a 4 colourless blue for a 5/6 creature elemental with flying, and it also has morph on it, so its morph cost is 5 colourless, 2 blue. And again, you can choose to cast it for its regular casting cost, or you can choose to cast it for 2 colourless, and you'll cast it face down, gives you a 2/2, and then you can morph that by playing 5 colours and 2 blue. If you do that, when it's actually turned face up as part of the morph, you get to return all other tapped creatures to their owner's hands. So we've also got in this one, there's a foil in here. Enoch Bondkin, 1 white for a 2/1. It's actually a common. This also has Outlast on it. So this Outlast ability, Outlast for 1 and a white, and for 1 and white tap it, put a 1/1 counter on the creature. Outlast only as a sorcery. Each creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it has first strike. And a forest. And there's actually a morph token which you can use. So you can cover a face down creature with this reminder card. A card with morph can be turned face up for any time for its morph cost. And so we'll move on to our final booster. Taegum's Scheming. Barrage of Boulders. It's also got Ferocious on it. Sage Eye Harrier, which we've seen one of those already. Archer's Parapet. That one has Defender on it. Rise of the Serpent. Mystic of the Hidden Way. Another card with morph. Summit Prowler. That's just a vanilla 4/3, no ability, for 2 and 2 red. Sultai Banner, another one of these artifacts that generates 3 types of colours. Black, green or blue in this case. Alabaster Kirkin, Flying in Vigilance on that. Thornwood Falls, another non-basic land that taps for either, in this case, green or blue. Become Immense has Delve on it, which we've seen already. So we're moving on to our uncommons. Set Adrift, also with Delve. Tomb of the Spirit Dragon. So this is a non-basic land at uncommon rarity. Tap, add 1 colourless to your mana pool. For a cost of 2 you can tap it and gain 1 life for each colourless creature you control. and Dig Through Time is our rare. So Dig Through Time, 6 and 2 blue, instant, has Delve on it. So each card you exile from your graveyard while casting this spell pays for 1 colourless. Look at the top 7 cards of your library, put 2 of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. So an island and another morph token. Okay, so there we have the unboxing of our new 2014, I'm trying to think what they call it now. It's called the Holiday Gift Box. That's actually the title of this particular product if you're looking for that, Holiday Gift Box. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye for now.